Good morning, guys and girls. This morning it's me all alone. I'm my own son, but I'm talking to Werner. Werner, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good as always.
I know it's a rude
Up
awakening for you.
early.
It's early morning. Werner is the old night owl, and Werner has got a business. And this morning we're chatting all about starting your own business in New Zealand. There's a lot of people that has got that in the back of their mind, and there's a lot of people that have tried that already and failed, and there's a lot of people that have done that and have got magnificent businesses down here. So Werner is one of these guys who came through, I would say, the sawmill or the log mill or the you did the hard yards for us. So
Yeah.
Werner, quick, tell us about your business. What does it entail? What do you do?
Well, my business is called KC Printing. We started off as doing T-shirts and mugs as a hobby, which we then decided to go into a business. And currently we do everything. Our logo says, "You think it, we ink it." So we do
Okay.
from a mug, a T-shirt, right through signboards up to vehicle wraps, vehicle branding. We do paint protection film like we did on your vehicle. Yeah, we do the whole shebang. Took us 5 years to get here.
and it was 5 rough years. I've been I watched you the whole time while you were doing your thing from start to end.
You were there from the beginning. I mean, we sent you and Mariska. We sent you those caps and T-shirts back in 2020.
So if you ever got a cap from us on any of our 4x4 trips or so, that was all printed by Werner. So, and if you look at my vehicles, all my cars, the last 2 cars, both of them had plastic wrap on, was done by Werner. So, and I can tell you something, Werner, that actually protected. If you go and look at the Land Cruiser now, it's looking hectic. I had it at Toyota for a service, and the guy said, "Geez, you really drove this car hard." I said, yeah, but if you take the film off, you can see it's no scratches.
Still no scratches, yeah.
It's
worth it.
Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Starting off from the first round, what was your biggest challenge?
Well, firstly was when we arrived, we were just on a work visa. So it was around the legal parts of are we allowed to have a business, and we were scared. We didn't know what to do. What are we allowed? What not? You know, when you wait for residence, it teaches you manners. There's no more of that South African arrogance that I can do what I want. You know, if you screw up, you're out. So we started off small. We did it on Vanessa's site. She started on her name, and it was hard to get going in a new country. We didn't know anyone. I started the Facebook page in March 2020, and I did my first sale only in June for $30. That was my first sale. 3 months later, I just keep going, keep trying. Made some stuff for friends, and that was good. That was practice runs. And I didn't know much about printing. I just saw this. I did the same mistake that everyone does. I didn't convert. I saw this cutter for $400, and I thought, yeah, this is cheap, and I can do some gifts and play around. And I thought it'll be a nice hobby for me. And when I went and I swiped my card, it was 4,000 rand, and I was like, I didn't think this one through. But then I had it, and I started. I bought some vinyls, and I didn't know what to buy. I just went on and I spoke to the guys, and I bought also about $450 worth of vinyls. And then I said, okay, now I need a press. So and then I bought a press for $900, and I was like, this hobby is now getting expensive. And then we tried and we tried.
At that stage, you haven't made any money yet.
Nothing. No, nothing. I'm just spending my rands, yeah.
You were down quite a few $1,000s already now.
Yeah. And then lockdown hit us. I think we were here 5 weeks or something, and then it was lockdown. I was still working that time, and I took a 60% pay cut. So I only got out 40%. And Vanessa wasn't working, so that's when I thought I need to turn this thing into money. I need to try and make some money out of this.
That's probably the worst time to start any business. I mean, you were not even allowed to go out. I mean,
yeah, it was. There was nothing, but it was good for me. It was good for me because people were online the whole time. That's all they did. They were online, and they didn't buy that time, but they got to know me.
Yeah,
I got the name out there, and from there it started growing. We started getting the hang of it, and now from there it was just growing slowly. And I'm proud to say that in the last 5 years, I've had no debt in this business. I did everything just cash.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I made my first debt now in December when I bought that new big Bertha, we call her. That's that big printer of mine.
Tell me a bit more about that printer. That can print on vinyl.
That prints on anything. It's a vinyl. It prints on the vinyl, on canvas, on paper. We do signboards with it. We do vehicles with it. So if your company vehicle, if you wrap your vehicle with your logo, we do that on that printer.
Okay.
It's the newest technology.
If I want to print a photo of me on canvas, you can do that for me.
We can do that. We can just bring a car in. We'll put a photo of you on her car.
I think I should do that actually.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, that printer is it's a newer technology. It's fast, it's crisp, it uses less ink. It's just amazing. It was time. We had to do that step. Move up.
Is using less ink a good thing?
Yeah, it is. Because it's a different ink. It's different than the previous inks. Where the previous one was just throwing a lot of ink, so you get a lot of once you print it, your ink needs to cure. So it needs to run into each other or blend, if that's what you want to call it. If there's too much, you get where the lines go out. With this one, it's crisp and it's dry quickly. It's quickly when it's dry, so it's good for business. Just wrap it.
So you've got the product quicker off the line, basically.
Yes. So
there's somebody saying good morning from the Isle of Man. Your own wife saying morning. Bonita, good morning. Good morning to everybody else. So I can't see currently on some of the pages. I can't see currently. So the one thing that will stay with you for the rest of your life, the most difficult thing in your whole business, what was that?
It was the decision to leave my job and just do the business.
Step away from the stability.
Yeah. I'm not good at change. I like to stick to what I do, and I'm too scared to take chances, especially in a new country. So I was contemplating for this about a year. Shouldn't I? And a lot of guys told me, you are your only stop street. You are blocking yourself. Because I used to work, I used to work during the day, get home from work at 5 o'clock, take a power nap till 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I'm up, and then I work till 2, 3 in the morning, and I go sleep again. And there's only so much you can do. And a lot of people actually told me, the moment you quit your job and you give all your attention to your business, you'll grow. And it was a hard.
It was a nice time that for me as well, because I could order stuff at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and by tomorrow 2 o'clock you will deliver it at my house, and I'll have it in the morning. So
that was it. Yeah, I think that's what built my business is service. Yeah. I've always believed in service. Price is a different issue. If the service is there and the relationship is there, price doesn't matter. And that's what I've always believed.
I also say your service has never changed. I got the same service from the very first day till the last time that we ordered some caps and stuff. I got very much the same service. So
I'm glad.
Starting your own business, you had to open a different bank account.
Yes. Well, at first I used my own bank account when I was just a sole proprietor, or trading as a sole proprietor, and then. We used to be called pause printing. A lot of people out there will know us as pause printing. And I chose pause because I was in the pet industry back in South Africa from school stages. And I remember anyone, if any dog bed or anything that had a paw print on used to sell. People used to love it. And people love the animals. I was like, well, paws, that will attract people. That name should be catchy. And it was.
It was catchy. It worked, huh?
Yeah, it worked for me. It worked well.
But then you had to change the name.
Yeah, we changed the name to Casey. Casey is short for Keenan Kutsia. We used to call him Casey. It was our son who passed away 2.5 years ago. And we just felt fit that we should honor him in changing the business name.
Yeah, and his legend lives on these days.
Yeah, it does. It does. You'll see we still do the Boersian thing wherever we go.
That's right. Benita just saying it's a tough time to start a business during COVID, and she asked, have you hired staff?
No. I've had so many times where I need staff and I need someone to help me, and I, like I said earlier, I'm too scared to take that chance, and now proves that it's good that I didn't. I'm scared that if business goes down, if I can't pay my car, my caravan or something, and a bank takes it back, that's fine. I'm happy with that. But if I can't pay someone's salary and they can't pay their rent or buy food, I'm not good with that. Yeah. So I'm always scared of that. And that's why I haven't done to it. And now, as you know, the country's in a recession.
Yeah.
So now I'm glad I didn't do that. I probably would have been in a position where I had to make someone redundant. Like a lot of these guys out there that's being made redundant, which is sad. So now I haven't employed someone yet.
Have you run a business in South Africa?
Yes. I used to have Pest Force. Totally different thing. It was a pest control officer. Okay. We used to spray your house and your gardens for cockroaches and flies, and your grass for weeds, and hard work out in the sun the whole day, climbing into roofs. That's what I did. Yeah.
So Benita just asking, what is the difference between running a business in South Africa and running a business in New Zealand?
I must be careful what I say here. But in South Africa, it's cowboy country. You can just wing it. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you gotta stick to the books. You gotta be, and here also your market is small. Like I started off with the South Africans only, and now I'm slowly going out, supplying a lot of the other like the Kiwis and the Maoris and it. In the beginning, they didn't want to look at me. So starting off, that was difficult. In South Africa,
local.
Yeah, that's it. And only now they're starting to acknowledge me and starting to order from me. I mean, in South Africa, everyone talks Afrikaans. You just walk in, you just sell. It was easy.
That's right.
Yeah. In South Africa, I'd say it was easier in South Africa. It was a lot easier to start up and to get going than here. Yeah, you got to take baby steps.
Based on the recession that is currently in New Zealand and people actually buying less stuff, I mean, I can see it in my business as well. People is buying less, and everywhere you see people are buying less. What are you doing for yourself to future-proof yourself against not eventually having to close down the business just because people are buying less? What are you doing different?
Well, basically, I'm just cutting my overheads. That's what we're doing at this stage. We were in a workshop. We're currently in a workshop in the Mount, and I had to sit and re-look at things. And the only thing the workshop has done for me is giving me space. That's it. It's not like there's a lot of walkings because of where I'm situated. And I used to work from home for the last 3.5 years. So we made the call. Our lease is coming to an end now, and I thought, let's cut that. That's 3.5 a month. Let's move back home, and that's what we're currently busy with. We're moving back home to cut those overheads. And yeah, I've just registered with the government, so I'm getting all the tenders from there. Starting with that.
Okay. So how difficult was that to register with the government?
No, it wasn't difficult. You just register, go online, you register. Okay. I did supply them before, back in COVID times.
Okay.
I supplied them with boards. When you used to go for those injections, they field hospitals when they go out in the field. You're entitled to privacy, so they had those little concertina boards that they had in between people. So I supplied them. I made the boards and I printed on them, and so there I was. It was for the Hamilton Hospital, and that's how I got in that time already. That was actually from my first customer that I had. A lot of you guys will know him, Chakalaka. He makes the best steak rolls and that in New Zealand. So that's actually a good story. When I started off, I was on Facebook and I saw this name Chakalaka. This is South African. This must be South African. And we were still in Auckland that time. So I saw Sunday night he was at the Auckland night market. And I drove up there and we went and we bought a steak roll, and I looked at his things and we walked around the market. I went back to him. I bought another steak. I said, yeah, I'm making T-shirts and caps and things, and this is what I can do. I can do for you. And he kind of brushed me off. He just said, yeah, send me a price list. I'll have a look. So I was okay, cool. So I took pictures and I took his logo, went back home and I made him 4 caps. And the next week I went up there again and I gave him the 4 caps, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. This is stunning. How much owe you? I said, no, it's nothing. It's yours. He says, no, I didn't. I said, no, it's for free. It's my samples. It's for you to show you what we can do. And since then, I've done everything for him. We've done his shirts, we've done his aprons, his menus, his boards. I've done his van. I've wrapped his new trailer. We did everything for him. Okay. And that just shows by.
Do we get discount when we arrive and buy something from him and say we know you?
I'm sure you will. I get discount. I know that. I get buy steak rolls cheaper. So yeah, that.
But it does say here, Werner, seems like you use some ingenuity on your product offering. Gee, it's early for large words like that. Vanita, I can actually say Werner has used a lot of ingenuity on his products, and you keep on thinking out new things. That's something that always surprises me about you. It's the fact that you don't stop at, you can only do this. If we ask for something else, you come up with something else and something better normally. So
that's what it's about, to keep your customer happy.
It is. And especially that, I'm sorry, I should have brought one of those caps on the show this morning. Those new caps with the leather logo on.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks absolutely stunning here.
There's another surprise coming your way. I'll drop it off this weekend for you. Also leather. There's a saying that they say, happy wife, happy life. It's the same in business. Happy customer, happy business.
It is. And word of mouth is not dead. A lot of people think word of mouth is not working in their industry, but it's normally a good thing if people talk about you.
That's what got me going. That's all my business, or up until about 6 months ago, a year, has been Facebook and word of mouth.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. That's everything is just being in referrals. Yeah. And I think we started.
Let's do a draw for somebody who can. I just want to put this in there so that we can do. We've got a $2,000 giveaway that we are giving away. I think on the 5th we said we are going to draw that prize so somebody can go on holiday, and this is what it's all about. I know your wife, she already entered the competition. This competition is open for anybody who's a client of JB Financial Services. And yeah, let's do the first draw. Number 353. 353 is Cindy Koen. Let me just write the number down.
That's not my wife.
It's not your wife. No.
She's sitting, watching, waiting every Thursday morning.
The next number is number 373, Ilona Herter. 373. All right, those two numbers we'll put them later on because we're going to chuck all these numbers that we've been drawing over the period of time now. We're going to chuck them in a pot, and then we're going to draw some, and there's some fuel vouchers. I think it's about $1,000 of fuel vouchers as well that we're giving away this round. So, yeah, somewhere along, somebody's going to have some, how can I say, some good times. All right, Werner, what makes you different than the next guy printing mugs or caps also?
I just thought about something. I don't know. We haven't discussed it. Can I throw this in? Yeah.
Please.
I want to give a cap with a patch and a leather engraved belt to one of your customers. So if you want to do another draw, whoever the lucky person is, we'll do that for them.
All right, let's do another draw.
Anyone.
I've got the random. Shall we just draw this from the list that we have?
Yeah, anything. Anyone.
Okay, let's do the draw. I've got number 40. Let's go back to who's number 40. So it's got to be man or not?
Yeah, it's basically for men. Or we can do something for a woman also.
But number 40 is JJ Botha.
JJ Botha. Okay, well, I'll get his details from you, and then we'll send him a belt and a cap.
Yeah. So he's unbeknown to himself. He's a winner this morning. So
yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Well, what makes me different? I don't know. Like you said, I think out the box. Things that stood out for us that made us different is we printed on tackies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we did those Buddha Macy on the sneakers, and that was such a big hit. We started here. I remember I bought those tackies from Kmart, and I bought out all the stores. I went up to Auckland, and we had 2 trolleys, and we just put our hands on the shelves, and we just stuck all the shoes in.
Okay.
And we sold them all. The one lady just gave me a mouthful because I'm taking all the shoes. There's nothing left for everyone else. But we printed them and we sold it. It was such a hit. And then we started imported some from South Africa, and we did two or three imports that we brought in.
Okay.
And that also had its time, and it was over. And then another one that stood out was those underpants.
I don't know.
We did well with those. It was just funny, quirky things that we printed on underpants, and it hit the spot. It was South African humor, and we sold a lot of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, and what makes us different? I mean, we always there. We put our hand up.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an event, whenever there's something, we put our hands up. We're there, and we part of the community. We help. We give back what we can.
And Werner, you were part of our Christmas party we had for the community in Tauranga. You put your hand up, and you did a lot of work for us down there. So thank you very much for that as well.
Thank you guys for organizing.
I'm going to ask a question. Looking back on this 5 years now, if you had to do it differently, what would you have changed?
No, nothing. Okay. I'm happy with what I've done. A lot of people told me, you got to go see this and you got to do that, go into that direction, try this, try that. And always just said, thank you. But I mean, I took the advice, but I never used it. I grew on my own pace. Okay. And I said, I don't want to grow fast overnight. The faster you grow, the harder you fall. I want to grow in such a way that I know I can still accomplish it or manage it. And getting 10,000 orders overnight, you got to employ people. You'll get it out. Yes, you'll make the money. But will you get those same orders in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time? And then you've employed those people. That was my worry always. I've had a steady growth, and it's been growing like this all along. There was none of this. So I think I've done it right. Started small, and there's also a thing that's they say, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That is so spot on. That is so true.
And the thing is, I can see that you love doing what you are doing.
Yeah,
I know it's not the easiest out there currently, and has we've had the same stuff in the past as well. We had periods of lower orders and those type of things, but still, if whatever I ask, you've got 10,000 different other ideas and pitch ideas, and you just keep on rethinking the wheel. So, and you're doing this for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's my advice to everyone out there is find something that you like and that you enjoy, and the money and the orders will come.
Yeah.
Don't start a business with the idea I just want to make money, and then you look for what will sell, what will make money, and you go do that. Because you'll make money, but will you be happy?
Yeah.
And I think happiness is more important. Enjoying your life is more important. Enjoying your work, that's more important than making the money. The money will come. And I can say with honest heart, there hasn't been one day that I woke up and said, I don't want to go to work. Not one day. My wife has woke up and said, I wish you would not go work today. Can you just stay? She's been my pillar through all this. Sitting up, and there were busy times where I wouldn't see her. I'll see her. She'll come past the office, and I'll see her for an hour or so after work. Then she comes home, and then I come home. She's sleeping, and when she wakes up and goes to work, I'm sleeping. And she stood by me, and there's been nights where I could see she's tired. Like even now with a move, she's bending over backwards. Yeah, she's my pillar.
I know she has been really out there. I know when she gets the chance, she digs her heels in and helps you as hard as possible.
Yeah. You saw on Christmas Day. She's shy, but she got out and she started talking.
But he's just saying it's so great to see and hear of your successes in such a short space of time. Now, 5 years is actually a very, very short space of time. So it's always a good thing to see that the business is making it. The first 2 years normally is the hardest in any business. And if you are beyond the 2-year mark, you're not doing bad at all. So
yeah. Well, that's kind of because we changed the name a year and 10 months ago, 8-9 months ago. We changed the name. So it kind of feels like we reset. We started over. We had to
reset because suddenly there was no more pause printing.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know. And I had customers show up to me and they go, are you paused? I said, yeah, that's it. So, but the idea behind it was right, and we sticking with that. That's good.
No, I do believe the future is there for you. I mean, you guys are going to make a big success still going forward. So
yeah, we just need to learn how to print money now. See if this new machine can do it.
Don't try that one. Government don't like competition. So if you have to give some advice to somebody, and I want to close down with this now. If you want to give some advice to somebody starting their own business today, and I'm talking any business, what would your advice be to that person?
Make sure you do your homework. Don't just look at someone's, this is making money, I'm going to go for it. Behind making that money, see what it takes to get that product off the line.
Yeah.
It seems easy. Just print a t-shirt. See what goes into it. The design, the artwork, the vinyl, the right t-shirt, the right material, something that will last. There's a lot that goes into it before that t-shirt gets, and then the shipping and all that. So do your homework and make sure that is something that you can actually do. And make sure that your relationship or your marriage is good enough to withstand it, because a business takes you away from your family.
Yeah.
In the first time, But just do it. Just go for it and do it.
Yeah.
Put your mind to it. Don't give up. It's hard, but just keep going. Keep going. You'll make it.
So if you are in the area and you need anything printed, or if you are not in the area and you still need anything printed, Werner can ship all over New Zealand to you. He's a phone
and to the UK.
away.
We've shipped to the UK. We've shipped to South Africa. We've done to Australia. But yeah, New Zealand is amazing.
The big thing is, and this I'm taking away this morning is, once you start something, just don't give up. Don't give up. I always say I'm stupid enough to not give up. So
yeah, a business is like a marriage. You fall in love and it's all good and it's all nice, and then the in love stage falls apart. Then the work comes. Then you got to make it work, and that's the same with a business.
Is gone and you got to pay the bills.
Yeah, when the honeymoon phase is over, so just keep going, just keep doing it. You'll make it.
All right, Werner, thanks a lot for being with us this morning.
Thank you for you, Jan.
No problem.
Thanks to the listeners.
All right, and guys, Werner, please leave your contact details on my page as well, so that people can get hold of you if they need you.
Yes, I will do that.
All right, thanks a lot, mate. See you.
Thanks. Have a good day.
That was Werner from Casey Printing, and yep, he's made a big difference to my life, and I've seen the big difference he's made to other people's lives. And if you need any printing, he's the right guy to go to. And if you don't know what you need to have printed, ask him. He will find something for you to use. All right, guys, it goes until next time, next week, same time, same place.